member is referring to the chair. In that case, it's me. And I refer members to Speaker's Rulings 27/5(1).
Mr. Speaker.
I call the Honourable Member Melissa Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is a great pleasure to rise to make a contribution on this first reading of the Social Security Benefit Settings and Work Focus Amendment Bill, sir. And I'd like to first of all start off by commending the Minister of Social Services, Minister Paula Bennett, who has done tremendous amount of work to bring together this comprehensive reform to the welfare system. And I'm a little surprised at the Speaker who just took her seat, talking about this being a passive reform. Sir, if we can actually talk about the passive social welfare system, we could actually go back to the 9 years under Labour government, where they did nothing to stop fraud and abuse of the welfare system, allowing it to go largely unchecked. Sir, they fudged welfare fraud data to hide the problem of welfare abuse. Beneficiaries were shifted between different types of benefit rather than supported back to work. Welfare is about readying people for work so that they can actually get back to work, provide for their families and for themselves, so they can actually feel better about themselves instead of feeling like they don't deserve whatever it is that people throw at them.
Well, that party doesn't back them.
That party, the former Labour government, actually, the sickness benefit went from $33,000 in 1999 to $46,000 in 2008. Invalids benefit went from $53,000 to $85,000. And I think Ms. Ardern actually talked about, she didn't like the fact that we were, in fact, going to stop payments to criminals on the run from the police.
Right.
Well, that's because probably Labour did that. They continued the payments for criminals who were on the run from the police. This government is making sure that that's actually not going to happen. Sir, I'm only just going to make a little contribution on this in terms of the changes of the three benefit category types that is being established from 7 current types: the job seeker support, sole parent support and supported living payments. Sir, previously when we talked to the ethnic communities about the unemployment benefits and invalids benefits, it actually has major stigma on those communities, especially when it's actually translated into their languages. And often people who are in dire need, who desperately need to be on the benefit, actually don't go and get the help that they require. And it is because unemployment benefit and invalids benefit often translates to they don't deserve it, they don't want to work. And so the changes in language is actually something that I actually support. I look forward to the submissions in the Select Committee process to the changes to the Social Security Act of 1964. This bill that we are actually introducing does a lot for people who are on benefit. Currently, we are paying $20 million each day. That equates to $7 billion on benefit a year. We need to get people who are ready to work, willing to work, able to work, back into work, and I commend this bill.
I call the Honourable Member Grant Roberts.
Mr. Speaker, I am sick to death of hearing from this government